That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
And defensively, all they're thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Already set out there on 31.
They'll try to pick this up on the Grady line. And he'll be very close to a first down. I see the close first and goal flag. And that means fourth down. Think he went back with it. He did. And the Jags call it empty on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it with an illegal late call. Too long for a field.
Alright, I can't hear that.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing is Allen on third. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
You can still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's the Jets punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line.
Yo,
Yeah.
why am I getting feedback, bro?
John Heisman quote about that.
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny.
Oh, man, this shit hard.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Now this throw caught left side. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jamison Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster to end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, it's Allen. He completes it to Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Allen now looks to throw. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Allen rolling to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Allen escaping the pressure right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now Allen. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Godwin, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. In motion left goes a tight end. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 61 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Allen off the play fake. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Jaguars will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become three. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jets have recovered. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Again, it's Henry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Derrick Henry, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Throwing on first down is Allen. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
To throw on second and 10. Allen flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. Out left and complete to Thornton. And he goes out right around the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
76 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
To throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Jags first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. In motion, Hill. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jamison Williams, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Jaguars are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, it's Allen. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. From the 41, Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Allen. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Jags are going to get the football back at their own 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Tyquan Thornton, 83 yards. And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, Allen. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On first down, Allen. And that is much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. In motion left comes Williams. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.